Hey Virgo, what's going on, my Virgonians? That's what I love to call you. My babies. I love Virgo. My mom is a Virgo. Man, I wish I knew more Virgos though that could help me figure out how to organize better. I know I could look it up, but it's always nice when you have somebody you can just ask questions to in the moment. I miss that about my having my mommy around. Anyway, Virgo, how you guys doing? Excited to be back with another reading. I have a new deck that I'm going to be using. Actually, I might use both. We'll see. That a subscriber got for me. Let's see. Oh, sorry. I just heard shitting. They're shitting. They're shitting. They're shitting. All right. It's been a fun day. So, somebody's having stomach problems. And I don't want to make light of that because it's serious. It can be painful. But it's just the way they're communicating it with me in my head. It's very funny. Okay. Somebody has a yeast overgrowth infection in their gut. And that has come up in another reading, and I think it was a collective reading. So now that it's coming up in your reading, I'm thinking maybe it was one of my Virgos. Um, you would benefit from seeing a functional medicine doctor, having them do a fecal test. And I will tell you from experience, because I had this happen years ago. After I had my first C-section, my bacteria overgrowth was bad, and I ended up getting an yeast overgrowth infection years ago. My God, years ago. And they're saying that's what you're going through. I will tell you from experience. I went to a gastroenterologist for 8 months, and the only thing that happened was I would go, waste my time, waste my gas, go there, not get an answer, be asked to reschedule for another test, waste my time, waste my gas, go there, be told the same thing, had scope this way, a scope up, and they ended up telling me it was just I had a small intestinal bacterial overgrowth infection. They gave me a round of antibiotics that lasted a week, helped for a day, boom, came back worse. You're not going to get help from a regular doctor with this. Um, a functional medicine doctor is your best bet because they can tell what type of bacteria is growing in your stool. And the yeast overgrowth, I can't remember how long I did that, but I want to, you know how normally for women you would take like one dose? I want to say they gave me a month to get the yeast because that affects everything. Your gut health is just as important as your brain. I mean, it's a second brain. This and this, they operate together. Everything in here is important. Everything. It has a purpose and a function. And if there's inflammation and there's bacteria overgrowth or yeast overgrowth, everything's not properly working in there. A good detox would work, be helpful, but you are going to need an antibiotic of some sort to help start this. And that functional medicine doctor will be really good about helping you with probiotics and whatever it is you need based on the results you get from that test. I needed to say that because they're saying somebody keeps putting it off. Okay, I just split the deck. This is a new deck. Okay, and I have. That's about finding harmony, but finding harmony with what or who? It don't say. This song, Loving You, is easy cause you're beautiful. Do it and do it and do it. It's playing in my head. Somebody's coming into union soon. Or I wouldn't say soon. I'm just going to say union. I will tell you, Source has been warning me about giving time frames on stuff because each of you have individual specific birth charts where your planetary alignments, align at different times than other people. So trying to get that isn't that helpful without a birth chart and understanding your birth chart. They're saying if they're saying, okay, if you just say you have something like boom, big catastrophe, you go to change your life, and I'm going to go after something new. You're told that you can do it, and that person tells you it's going to take 5 years, 3,289 transitions, 47 losses of relationships, and and they lay this out and they start telling you before you even get there. They're going, hell no, I ain't doing that. Nah to the nah, I ain't doing that. That's what you would say. So source gives you sources. If you say you want something, source is going to say, okay. And they're going to go there, become the essence of that, and hold that vibration while you are following the breadcrumbs, the cooperative components to your dream, to your manifestation. And they're not, if the time is going to be too long, they don't want to discourage you. This is why they're telling me this. They don't want to discourage you by if it's a time frame that you're like, I can't handle it. Maybe the day you ask that, maybe you ask a reader that, and that day when you get that reading, you are mentally and emotionally exhausted. You are just like, oh, I can't take it anymore. Well, and then you turn on the reading, and the reader says, um, it's March, and it's not coming until like November. And you're already just drained, like, I can't take it. And you're ready to give up again. And it's the focusing on that and a repetitive hamster wheel is not going to get you anywhere. They're saying that you can tell how close it is by how you feel. If you're feeling frustrated most of the time, anxious, sorry, I had something on my keyboard, worried, it's not going to, you're not in the vibrational vicinity of it, okay? So just know that the time frame, a lot of things that happen in your life, especially when a lot of major arcana comes out, those are fate based, and that's what's in your birth chart. So you're not going to be able to change that. You chose that to go there. They want me to point something else out about the time. They just brought it to me. The other thing about the time, and this is really the most important piece for you, Virgo, and for everybody, really everybody. It's let's just say you think you're going to be in union, or you are expecting, okay, you go to a reader and they tell you that you're going to have a new job within about 3 months, right? You're going to have a new job in about 3 months. Well, what are you going to do in those 3 months? Most of us will wait for that time and prepare like a few weeks, 2 to 3 weeks before, and try to like cram it in, and you will stop doing the work. So source gives you what you're ready for and then gives you the next piece. And although it gets daunting where we think, God, there's more, well, yeah, it's a progressive, like you're progressing, it's step by step. And that's why it seems so daunting, because they're giving you each step now, in your now moment. They're not giving it to you in a laid out, blueprint, a plan for you to see that way. So if they tell you what's going to happen in a month, it's like you're not going to do anything to progress because you're expecting that in a month. They don't want you to stop progressing. They want you to keep going and keep growing. So they're saying that time frames are just the destruction of tarot is what they told me. So we'll see. Inner vision. Cut through the fog of confusion with your power of discernment. New heights. Let your connection with spirit ground you as you reach for the sky. You're starting something newer. Okay, and I have to say this because some of these readings are repetitive, and they will stay repetitive until the collective who's watching this starts taking the action on what source is giving. Because what they're giving for my collective that watches me, what they're giving right now is what you need to do right now. The advice and the readings that they give me, those are real time. That's now. The message of all of things coming in, that's prophetic. That's what comes because of as a result of what you did vibrationally before that. And a lot of the stuff I talk about on my channel is due to that. So you are in the process. You're in the process of figuring out your own harmony inside. This is a different message. Let me see. This is about love. All right. So let me grab this deck. This part's going to be about love. You're breaking away from old constraints and restraints because you have a new relationship that's budding, and even if it's an old relationship that's coming back around, I feel like this time both parties are matching each other as far as desire, but they want you to, instead of just having conversations about desire and attraction, they want you to be able to talk to people about, especially if this is romantic, they want you to start talking about your vision, your values, your goals, things you aspire. Like, what are your core values? That is going to be important for you when you are seeing. I don't know why my head, I'm always doing it to one side. Um, however, they're saying someone here usually, typically tends to see things one sided. As in, you think you're doing the work, but you're not doing as much as you think, where the other person's actually doing the work, but not speaking. So one of you is taking in the knowledge and receiving it and really good at transmuting the energy through healing and working through that component without, but you struggle with action. The other person really good at action, but struggles with connection and feeling. So that's like your polarities, divine masculine, divine feminine. Decisions. They're saying whoever you are thinking of romantically for this reading, my light just flickered. Whoever you're thinking of romantically, they are holding back and they're very indecisive. They're procrastinating when it comes to that. It's very risky for them and they don't feel safe in making that decision yet. It may be you, okay, and then I have air signs Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Ooh. Sorry, I'm laying all these cards out. All right, so you healing and reaching new heights, trying to come into union with someone is actually triggering them, but it's also triggering you because you haven't completely healed. And whoever it is you're thinking of coming into union with, right now, they're in the process of having triggers like flashbacks, childhood trauma. I almost like they're ready to explode, you know? And I don't feel like you know this is going on. They're putting on a good front. So they seem happy when you guys talk, but there's something about, and this is for people who are in communication. Um, they think it's too risky right now, but around fall time, they are going to get hit with so many triggers and vivid dreams of you about commitment. Triggers around fall dreams. I just heard, I just heard that someone will be physically visiting you in the fall. Marriage. My eyes literally, it's like, what, I don't know, it's a gift that I have. It's like a way that they communicate with me. I can look, I can look at all these words on these cards, and then as I read, it's like my eyes will just stop and get stuck on one word, and it stays there. Sometimes it'll come up out of the page at me. And that's how they let me know which word to focus on. And the word that they had me focus on was marriage. This has marriage written all over it, but they're just really cautious right now. They don't feel safe with coming towards you and like asking. They're afraid right now that if they come towards you and express how they feel, that you're going to jump the gun, Virgo, and expect them to jump all in. Like want it all, want marriage right away. Like you're going to want a heavy commitment that they're not ready for, because that commitment actually makes them feel unsafe due to some, like, they're having flashbacks of some childhood wounds. But it's like they're receiving downloads in in dreams. A lot of energies happening in dreams. They're also wanting you, Virgo, to pay attention when you have a dream that doesn't make any sense, but there's like one point that sticks out to you. Um, they want you to remember that and then ask them, like, what was that about? Because they're saying that they're giving you things in dream state that where normally you would forget it, but it just stuck with you because it was something kind of like, whoa, where did that come from? Well, it's actually meaning something you're going through. So it's like they're trying to give you a dream because you have too much resistance during the day, so you can't get the message. And in dream state, you release resistance, so it's easy for you to astral travel and get those messages. And when you receive that, it's like, okay, are they showing you a scenario that plays out with other people? How's it pay attention to how it made you feel in the dream. And then the thing that you remember, like the other day, um I had a UTI and I didn't know it. I knew I was going to the bathroom more than I should, and I woke up in the morning like, that was the weirdest dream, and it was literally like a waterfall of urine. I'm like, what the hell? And it was like, and I heard somebody saying, "Please make it stop! Please make it stop!" Like, that is the weirdest dream. It's so bizarre, right? Like, why would I dream that? And then I wake up and then I realize, like, oh, I got a UTI. Treat it, totally fine. So it's stuff like that. They're trying to bring that to you in dream state. Let me see if there's anything else they want me to say. Whoever you're, my light just flickered. Whoever you're dealing with feels ashamed. Like, yeah, they're ashamed. There's just too much screenshot proof. Yeah, there's too much. They're ashamed to come. Okay, so them coming towards you, they feel is unsafe right now because they were doing things that's going to come out. Look at that. Trash. Too much screenshot proof. Letting go, throwing out memories. So this is what I'm saying. Like, they feel like they have to clean up everything before they comes towards you, which tells me that they haven't really fully healed. Why do they need to throw anything else to get rid of evidence? Unless it's genuinely just letting go of the past. That's different. That's different. But I'm showing that they are humiliated. They are. Something that they did is, look, they're afraid that you're going to be judged. They want to keep it a secret. Whatever it is they've done, they want to keep it a secret. It would be humiliating to them. It'll be humiliating for you, possibly. I'm also hearing there's some jealousy there. So this part isn't going to resonate with everybody. Maybe none of this for some of you. But they're jealous of your happiness, jealous that you can move on, jealous that you can, I don't know, just seem like you're okay without them. And they've been really petty. They did something pretty petty, and now they're afraid. They're afraid that they're where'd it go? They're afraid that if they take the risk to come towards you, that it's going to be an unsafe decision because there's too much proof about something they did that they don't want to tell you about. So while you may be talking to this person right now, it's just going to be talking from this point. There isn't going to be any shift until fall. And then they get triggered big time to the point where they're like, okay, I can't take this anymore. It literally has their brain just going not constantly nonstop to where the only option is to tell you because they have to get it off their chest. Union literally came out in reverse. Reverse. Options. So it could be intimate, juggling connections, addictions, player. Yeah. They don't want you to find out about their past lovers, really. And probably lies. Yep, it came out again. Mm-hmm. So what should Virgo do? That's all fine and dandy about them, but what should Virgo do? Focus on your money. They want you to weigh your options. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This is not the time for this person, okay? You got the Two of Swords, Seven of Wands, the Tower, Eight of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. If you go back to this person or you try to get back into this, if your heart's really involved with this person, this is the energy they're in right now. This is not the energy to be involved with them. Because your heart is going to get totally sucked in again, and they're going to end up popping back out. And then you're left with the stress and anxiety. They want you to persevere, control your temptations, let go of the idea of this perfect relationship that it's like you can think about it. I just feel like this person, whoever I'm seeing here, stop waiting. Stop waiting. They don't grow and get better and ascend until you show them a different version of you. And I know that's crazy to say, but it's like they need to be scared that they've lost you for good. And they're not afraid of that yet. Yeah. They are not afraid. They think you're a good old faithful and you're going to be there waiting for them when the time's ready. And the time will be ready when this comes in for you. For them. So God, I can't talk today. So that should just tell you kind of energy they're in. So why are they even thinking about coming back at all? The freaking... Look at this. Move on and work on yourself. This is about you. They want you working on your stability, your foundation. Oh my God, I just realized that's my dad's date of birth. And he's an Aries. Oh my God, and I'm a Scorpio. Oh, somebody's at my door. Hold on. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Sorry about that. So 44, but 444 was just on the clock. So with this, they're really wanting you to focus on enterprise. They're wanting you to focus on expanding yourself, not anything with this person. You have people who are more than willing to meet you, work with you, they're literally chomping at the bit to meet you and work with you in some capacity. But they know your heart's elsewhere. So until this is worked through and you can move on from this for now and go towards the new, the only thing you're going to do is open up a new cycle of heartbreak with this person. They're also telling me, so I split the deck. They have me using 2 decks. So they're also telling me with this Emperor, okay, so they're also saying the person on your mind, the person that I've been talking about this whole time, they have this kind of leadership energy to them that, they like to make a living. They like to take care of themselves. They like to take care of, just make sure everything is in order. And they're not great with feeling their emotions. Okay. So they tend to be very methodical, and, they're a protector to their very core. They're a protector. But they're saying there's something about your energy that, even though this person can present themselves as the emperor to the world and be the emperor in every area of their life, when they're with you, they lose their footing because your energy just kind of makes them all wadded up. And then they know there's love there. They know there are feelings there, but they also know what they've done and what they've said that they can't undo or take back. And they're afraid when you find out about all that you're just going to say, "Uh-uh." And they're also saying, Virgo, that sometimes you can have a tendency to be a little too rigid. And they're also saying regimented, like somebody's. You want to like loosen up, like, ooh, shake your shit, shake it, baby. And let me see. In the meantime, so you're supposed to let go. What is coming in for that? What? That deck? They want you to know that right now, this is beyond repair. You staying right now is just literally shooting yourself in the ass. Okay? It really is. It's beyond repair at this point. It's over. They want you working on your business. They want you working on your money, your health, your friendships. Look, money just literally came out. Glow. Oh my God, come on. This is what they want you focusing on. Trying to wait for somebody, looking for signs, from this person. It's like, no, they don't want you doing that. This is time to let go completely right now. And not everybody's going to resonate with that. So I think I'm going to do a second Virgo reading just because I felt like that one was a little specific for people. I'm doing that right now. Yep, I am. All right, Virgo, I'll see you in the next Virgo reading. Peace and love.